Om Shanti. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this Powerboost session on embodying trust and courage. And lately, I have been feeling this. There is this, in this noisy world, there is this idea of how do I even connect with my truth? Is it easy to trust what's happening around me? And am I able to have that awakened heart quality, that quality of courage, a quality of being expanded in my ways of behaving with people? And I understand to some degree, the survival mentality or guarding myself up or protecting myself. And all of that is important, but does it mean that I create walls and I create distance between my relationships? And so I've been thinking a lot about these things. And this morning, during our morning class, which we have every day, there was this whole idea of God being protector and how he protects us, and how he helps us is when I take that one step of courage, right? It's sort of like a spiritual law, so to speak, that only when I take that first step of courage, he becomes then bound, in this thread of love for us that he has to take 1,000 steps forward to help us. And so I've been really exploring this whole idea of courage and trusting and just being okay with the present moment and not dwelling so much into the past and not worrying so much about the future, but just really taking care of this moment and trusting that everything is okay. But this everything is okay, this feeling really comes from that awakened heart, which is also an aspect of self love. And I think that's what I'm going to talk about in our meditation today. So, once again, I welcome you all to this session. My name is Tina Agarwal, and I am based in Lafayette, here in Indiana. I am a research scientist by profession at Purdue University, but at Peace Village, which I lovingly called as my sacred heaven. That's the place where you really get to experience the vibrations of the nature, but also the sacredness of the space that allows you to recognize your truth, your intuition and trust where you are in life. So hopefully one day, sooner than later, we will be able to visit this space. But for now, let's settle in a very comfortable position and a relaxed seated position if it's possible. So I invite you to sit where your hands are completely relaxed. You are in a very easy, comfortable position. And from this space of rest and comfort, I now invite you to take some long, deep, slow breaths and then gently release it. And one more time, I take a long, deep breath in and I release it and let go gently. And do this couple more times. Now settle into that rhythmic flow of your breath. Just watch it coming in and then witness it leaving your body. And in this settled comfort position of the self, as I explore this theme of trust and courage, I begin to ask myself, where do I scale on the scale of 1 to 10 when I see the quality of my heart? Is it a brave heart? Is it a closed heart? Is it a sensitive heart? Is it a loving heart? Is it expanded heart? Or is it a heart that is full of fear? And so, knowing where you are, now create a gentle thought where you set an intention that I want to have a full heart full of love. The fullness of the heart comes from this truth that I know resides within me. And when I am awakened to the eternal truth of who am I, then it is very easy for me to trust. But the knowing has to be there, the understanding of who am I. Courage is really a virtue that stems from this awakened heart, the heart which, even though knows that there is uncertainty and not everything is known, but yet steps up into the direction which feels right in the given moment. When I realize the purpose of my soul, when I understand the calling of the truth, and when I take a step in that direction towards my truth in the given moment, which might not be fixed, the truth is also like a breath. It can change for me in the next moment, but I continue to move towards the truth that I understand in the given moment. Even though I might feel a little bit afraid and scared, but still I continue to move in that direction. This is courage. So think deep within you. What is truth for you? Who am I when I think of myself as a spiritual being on this spiritual growth journey? Growth always means that sometimes I will fall and sometimes I will uplift myself. I learn from my mistakes and I am not fearful of my failures. I am okay to experiment and to learn, and perhaps sometimes to screw it up all. But I know deep within that I will find my way. So resilience grows within the self. So close your eyes and feel within you the light of truth being ignited, the eternal truth of being immortal energy, energy which is imperishable. And as this light of truth grows within you, the understanding of belonging to the source energy also grows within you. I am a tiny point of light, but I also belong to the supreme point of light. As a child, I am always protected by my Father. This is the eternal truth. And when I realize this truth, my heart opens to allowing myself to be loved by the Supreme Light. I can feel His presence and the light of the Divine surrounding me that helps me to be safe and secure. And when there is this sense of security that grows within me, the root chakra opens and the energy flows smoothly through the solar plexus and through the heart center. And as this energy comes to my heart center, my heart expands and opens and awakens. So feel that light growing within you and your heart expanding and allowing love to be restored once again. Feel the energy of love filling every corner of your heart, so much so that there is no space for fear or anxiety or any kind of pain or grief or loss. Stay with this love and let your heart expand to its maximum capacity. As the heart expands, you feel that you're willing to let go of the past. You're willing to release everything that happened a moment ago. You're willing to apply a full stop and start a new sentence, a new chapter. With this awakened heart, which is full of love and courage, there is also the capacity to not worry about the future, but just be very stable in the present moment. Courage helps me to be okay where I am. Whilst I am trusting the present, I'm able to trust the steps that I take towards my eternal truth, towards the purpose of my soul to experience love and light and happiness. Courage is also a power or a foundation for a power that allows me to stand for my self-respect, allows me to stand in my true dignity of being a child of the Supreme. Sometimes this energy needs to be cultivated and nourished and practiced so that I can see it in an emerged form. And especially during delicate times when I am vulnerable and feeling the vibrations of fear around me, I can step into this. I can tap into this energy of courage if I have practiced it enough. So I use this moment to cultivate this energy of courage within me by trusting not just myself and my destiny, but also trusting that I have the light of the divine over me. And when I trust, it is easy to melt down all the walls, whether they're walls of fear or anxiety or stress or irritation or frustration. I step away from all these negative, low vibrating frequencies of energy. I no longer blame or complain. But from within, I feel I am doing well. At the physical level, I can cultivate courage by telling myself that I am whole, my body is stable, and it's cooperating with me in every which way possible. So I restore the energy of courage into every cell of my body. At an emotional level, I can cultivate courage by knowing that I can trust the true feelings that come from this awakened heart. By being aware of the present. And at a spiritual level, I can cultivate the energy of courage by strengthening my faith and trust and courage of the truth. The eternal truth helps me to cultivate this courage. So see yourself becoming full of courage, but also the quality of your heart, the vibrations of your feelings are completely transformed when you come from this space of rest and being okay where you are. And now I take a step further where I not just bring this energy to myself, but I also bring it to the entire universe. The awakened heart is so much full of love that I'm able to share this energy of love with each and every soul on the planet. With near ones, far ones, close friends, distant friends, with my neighbors, with my community, with the whole universe. The vibrations just spread. And I feel so good in this moment when I'm able to contribute towards the energy of love, which automatically cuts the vibrations of fear. So see yourself being that channel through whom the energy of love spreads into the atmosphere and thereby touches each and every sentient being on the planet. Now gently return back to the consciousness of being the one who has to play the role in the drama of life. But I don't need to be closed-hearted, don't need to be ruthless. I have the courage to love myself where I am and also trust and love everyone else around me. And this way I will be able to contribute towards peace and love in the world. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for contributing your vibrations of love. May you have a courageous and a trustful day. Om Shanti.